Right, just a real quick one. Bought a new plant. Surprise, surprise. This is a cordyline and it's a new one for me. Never tried it before. I've seen them about the last couple of years. It is a red heart. I nearly bought one last year. I see them in various garden centres. This one was from B&M. They did have them in last year at £10, but they were half the size of this. This is quite a reasonable sized plant. It's 3 foot at pot level, not including the pot. So there's the tag. So I mean, what we're looking at, I think it's in a 5 litre pot. I didn't buy one before this, I didn't really have anywhere to put them. I'm sort of really getting sort of maxed out in the garden now, and as much as I like buying plants, there is a limit to what I can squeeze in, but this one is really quite a nice specimen. As we can see, it's sort of self-explanatory really, the red heart name. So we've got red sort of in the centre of the growth there as it comes out, you know, that's real contrast, and then you've got the sort of red veins in the leaves as well. Bit windy today, but yeah, so I didn't know what to do with it as such. I bought it because I liked it, and so I've just put it in a bigger pot. So we'll see how that does. I'm just sort of trialing this as a little area in the garden. This sort of an open part of the centre of the garden, so I didn't want to do anything permanent like a new bed as such. So I'm just going to live with it for this year maybe and see how I feel about putting a more permanent sort of larger raised bed maybe in the centre. See how I get on with it. But yeah, so we've just got a cluster of pots here. So this is the new cordyline. It's obviously not going to be as hardy as your standard green cordyline australis, but you know, again, it's a new one for me, so we will see on that account. And I think what I will do is, in this wind, there's a little bit of movement there, so I'm probably going to stake that, because the worst thing with cordylines, if they don't root in well that first couple of months when you planted them, they just won't grow. They need to get a solidly rooted. Don't really want any movement. So yeah, I will probably put a small stake in there just to support it a bit. Yeah, so literally just a couple of slabs in the centre of the lawn here with a selection of plants. So we have got the one of my favourite agaves there, attenuata or foxtail agave. That didn't do well over winter. I had to cut a lot of the lower leaves off and trim them back a bit, but hopefully I'll put out some growth if we get a decent summer. And then this side I've up potted the Butiagris aerospader. A little confession, I did buy another one, so I've got 2 now. So I've got one in the ground, which I'll probably cover in a garden tour in a day or 2, but this is the first original one I got. So I've just up potted that into a pot which is basically twice the size that it was in, so that'll be fine for a couple of years in that. And we'll just compare the growth rates from one in the ground to one in a pot. And I'm not stealing everyone else's palms, they are still available to buy. I know a couple of you have bought them after seeing the original video I done, so glad someone can you know, help a few people out get hold of a palm they wanted. So yeah, this is like I say, I really want to keep this area clear, because I do like sort of an open area. I don't want a jungle shaded area, a whole, you know, a whole garden which is just in shade all the time. I do like the sun, I do like openness, but we're trialing it for this year anyway. So yeah, quite a nice cordyline. So they're fairly new. I've only sort of started seeing them in the last couple of years, and they're always coming out with new types of cordylines, and that is one of the better ones, I think. Still a question mark on the hardness, like I say, but I will leave it out to the point where I see or feel like it's going to get damaged, and I might bring it in. We will see. Right, so that is just a little update for you of what's going on in the centre here. I probably will, maybe tomorrow, do a sort of spring garden tour, because I haven't really done a garden tour this year yet. I would like to cut the grass, and I have got the old strimmer out a couple of times and just took the worst of it off, but I can't get a proper cut on it. It's just been so wet, and it's supposed to be raining pretty much all day today, but at the minute we're getting some sunny spells, so it's not all bad. Temperatures are rising after 2 weeks of absolutely, basically just felt like winter. Really cool nights, and days weren't much better. Had hail, wind, rain, not spring-like whatsoever, but hopefully things will start looking up. We're approaching May now, so we would hope we'd get some decent weather. Right, anyway, we'll stop there. Thanks for watching, we'll catch you on the next one.